Hockey Championships 2013 edition. My name is Mark Fairwell. I have the pleasure to be with you here for tonight's game between the USA and Latvia. Both of these teams are in the H group from Helsinki, Finland. That's where the game is coming from tonight, from the beautiful Hartwell Arena. USA comes into this tournament ranked number 7 in the world, with Latvia being ranked number 11. Second game in the preliminary round for both of these teams. USA beating Austria 5-3 in their opener, and Latvia taking a thumping 6-0 from Russia. USA winning tonight brings them up into a tie with Russia for first place in the H group, and we will now pause for the respective national anthems.
The national anthem of the United States of America.
Look at the Latvian team. Obviously, they're going to be in the light-colored jerseys for tonight, while the USA is in the dark jersey. Referees mix from Canada. Both of these teams, we're having a look at the Latvian squad now. The two goaltenders, possible goaltenders between the pipes. And Arturas Kulder, number 32. He's goalie in each other on the Latvian team. He was with the Winnipeg Jets this year. The rest of the Latvian squad are in European hockey, and they will need big goal production from their forwards if they want to get anywhere in this tournament. Thinking about it, being number 11 in the world for a country the size of Latvia is great accomplishment. We're looking at the USA goaltender, Bishop, usually taking the full charge. And the entire US team is loaded with NHL 10 talent. All of their defense is 100% NHL level quality, which they're going to need coming down the line for the games coming up in this tournament. And we're coming up with the opening face-off between USA and Latvia. It's whistled down. The linesman was still talking to someone at the USA bench. We're going to redo it again. And Latvia wins the draw. Back to the D-man. It goes quickly into the US zone. It's a quick little throwing the puck in front of the US net. Really coming after the USA in these first opening seconds. Kind of catching the USA back on their heels. Now the US getting a bit more organized. Trying to bring it down to the Latvian area. But Latvia throws it into the mid-ice area. Chasing it down deep into the US zone. USA coming out. Mid-ice area, trying to get it down into the Latvian area, but Latvians come right back at him. Excellent first few moments in the first period here. Here's the Latvians looking for a good possible scoring opportunity. Shot through a lot of bodies, goes off the boards right down into the Latvian zone. No icing on that last puck. Latvian regroup right behind their net. Come out into the mid-ice area. Throwing right back into their own zone, trying to get some pressure on them, but the Latvians seem very organized in their own area for these first couple of minutes. It looks like the Latvians obviously want to stand up the US team between the two blue lines, play as much time as possible between those two blue lines, not getting bottled up into their own end. And Maras Diaz, number 17, comes down, trying to get something going for the Latvian squad. USA coolly throw a long stretch pass down the ice. It's an icing call against the USA. There we see Stapleton, number 19, for the USA. He was one player playing for Dynamo Minsk, and Bishop is between the pipe for the USA, and Masalskis, is between the pipe for Latvia, number 31. We got the face-off to the right of Bishop, the U.S. goalie, in their own zone. Puck goes behind the net. USA having a bit of trouble getting a bit bottled up into their own zone. Latvia working hard. Number 60 for Latvia. Yuri Stals tries to keep it in, but he can't. The USA is able to push it up into the mid-ice area. And the USA is in their own zone again, getting some fresh legs onto the ice, trying to get some working going. Now they're getting the penetration down into the Latvian zone. First shot on net, and it's all covered up by Marsalkis, the Latvian goalie. What I've noticed in the game so far, that since we started on Friday, is that there is Ted Nolan. He's the head coach for Latvia. He's been in the NHL for a long time, going over to Latvia, lifting their organization. That was Joe Sacco, who's the head coach of the USA that you just saw. You got the face-off in the Latvian zone. Won by Latvia, behind the net, bring it around the boards. USA trying to keep the puck in, but it bounces over the blue line. This causes an opportunity, possible opportunity for Latvia, but number 10 for Latvia, Lauris Darsins. He just got ahead of himself, put himself in on offside. There's Joe Sacco, head coach, USA. He knows as well that they can't take this game too lightly. As I was saying, I noticed a lot of games that a lot of the big teams in the past used to come to the World Championships and take a few games before they would really get rolling. You can't do that anymore. As we saw, Switzerland beating Sweden, Switzerland beating Canada just a little while ago. No more. You have to come with your A game right away from the get-go. Latvia doing a good job there. Darzin, number 10, dumping it deep down into the U.S. zone. Number 2, Petri for Jeff Petri, trying to get it up into the Latvian zone. The U.S. so far having a bit of difficulty getting any type of pressure onto the Latvians in their zone. Joe Sacco may have to juggle his lines to respond to this Latvian team. Looks like it's an icing call against Latvia right now. Yaz, number 17 for Latvia. Tried a long stretch pass, but to no avail. Number 6, Eric Johnson netted him a couple goals in the opener. And there we see the captain, Paul Statsny, number 26 for the USA. There we see a quick shot on net. The Latvian goalie being up to the task. Nikers Masalskis. Oh, by the way, if I do get any pronunciation of the names wrong, I do apologize, everyone. Here we have the face-off once again in the Latvian zone, won by the USA. Shot in from the point. Kicked away into the corner. Latvians able to get the puck up into the mid-ice area. The USA has possession, starting off from their own zone once again. Dumped into the Latvian zone. Number 18, David Moss from the U.S. side trying to keep some pressure, but the Latvians are able to get it out into the mid-ice area. The Latvians with the number 91, Robis Jekimovs, is trying to keep the puck out of his zone. Now they get organized. Jekimovs waits for his teammates to come up, dumps it deep down, goes for a change to the bench. Both teams changing on the fly. Very short shifts for both teams so far in this first period. USA dumps it down into the Latvian zone. They rig it around the boards. Round to Stefan Jonta. Now we see Nate Thompson working behind the net, trying to bring it around, but he gets poked back into the corner. Eric Johnson, as I was saying, number 6, he had those 2 goals in the first game against Austria. He's out on the ice right now. The USA keeps the possession, working the puck around the periphery of the Latvian zone. Looking, there's Johnson again, getting a nice little touch in front of the Latvian net. And the Americans dump it right back down onto the Latvian net, getting a couple of chances. That's what they have to do to break down this Latvian resistance. They're starting to read the Latvian team a bit better than in the first couple of minutes. And the play is whistled dead right now. And it's going to be a penalty. The first penalty of the game coming between these teams, so Latvia and USA, goes to number 81, Georgis Pujas. Number 81, probably boarding against Carter, number 20, right in front of the referee. Ted Nolan having a good look, quick look towards what he can do on his lines. The USA on a power play situation, 5-on-4. Puck in the Latvian zone. Latvians have the box defense. USA moving around the periphery, trying to set up a good shooting opportunity. Latvians being very aggressive on the US, able to knock it out down into the American zone, and quickly going for a change. Americans regroup behind their net. No offside. Americans keeping their possession back to the point. Defensemen working the puck off into the corner, working it around the periphery, looking for that quick touch into the net. No avail. Americans have the puck right behind the Latvian net. The Latvian box defense breaking down a little bit. No penalty called. Americans still working around, losing the puck into the corner. Number 11, Krzysztof Stotniaks is able to get the puck out of his zone. And the Latvians continue on with some pressure of their own from Mix Indrasis, even though they're one man down. Now the Americans have the puck down into the Latvian zone. Still on the power play for another 35 seconds, working it around. Drops it off to the point. Number 4, McBain throws it right down towards the net. The Latvians are doing an excellent job combating this, working off this power play opportunity for the USA. Throwing it right back down at Bishop. The goalie for the USA is behind his net, works it around to the ground. Here comes the USA once again, looking for a good tip in. Bain doesn't get it. They still keep possession of the puck, the Latvians. And the power play is over. Teams are back at full strength, 5-on-5. The Latvians are right coming at the Americans. There's Bishop. He squeezes the puck. Zurinius, number 25, he took that last shot onto Bishop, the U.S. goalie. Bishop decided to squeeze the puck, take a face-off. Both teams changing their lines. Face-off will be in the U.S. zone. To the right of Bishop, the U.S. goalie. As I was saying, Latvia with Ted Dolan at the helm has made remarkable progress with their hockey operation. USA, number 7 in the world, obviously is looking to get some creep up a few spaces. It's a big, big year for the world, obviously for the World Championships, because next year we're going into the Olympics. The standings mean a lot for the various teams when going into the Olympics about who you face. And of course, the Olympics is one of the most biggest tournaments in the world for hockey. Both teams talking it over, getting things rehashed. The Americans seem to have been a bit taken aback by the aggressiveness of the Latvian team in this first period so far, having a bit of trouble getting into their rhythm of the game. You see them getting better in the last few minutes, getting more scoring opportunities. Latvians responding well to the American power play. Play is whistled dead again. Offside, they're calling an offside situation from number 81, Kuchats. Georgios Kuchats saying that he brought the puck back in over the blue line. Of course, that is offside. Here we have another face-off situation. Won by the Americans. With the defense, the D-men. As I was saying, they're all NHLers. Lots of experience, very solid. The Americans in the defensive situation. The Americans throw the puck deep down into the Latvian zone, unable to keep it into their zone. Looks like it's going to be an icing ball against Latvia. No, it's waved off! Almost giving the puck away to the Latvians. The Americans there. There's the Latvians again, breaking up the American action right between the blue lines, throwing it deep down into the American zone. Number 5, Spruks, Yannick Spruks. Kept the puck, giving his team enough chance to get the blue line out on the ice. This could be an icing call, and yes it is. It's icing against Latvia. As we were saying before, this is a big game for the USA. They don't want to get, they want to, winning this game brings them into a tie game with Russia for first place in their standings, in their unification. Here's Latvia putting on a lot of good speed and pressure on the Americans in their own zone. They just have to get a few good scoring opportunities for themselves. Kennens, number 15, is out there for the Latvians, doing an excellent job. And here comes Ingrasis, getting broken up, but the American D-men are able to break up the Latvian attack at the blue line. Puck ends up back in behind Bishop, behind his net. You see Hundred. There's a good view of Hundred, number 22, D-man for the United States, waiting for his teammates to get organized. Get the puck down into the Latvian zone. The Latvians respond very quickly, turning it around. Good speed, good puck movement as well. I think this is a bit of a surprise for the Americans. And The Latvians are saying right there, as that puck was passing by the American bench, they had too many men on the ice. Or that they were saying that they threw it out of the rink on purpose. So the Americans are going to have a penalty right now. With number 15, Craig Smith, getting a delay of game. Craig Smith, number 15, gets a delay of game. Let's see right there. There he is, threw it up, goes out into the stands. And of course, you can't do that anymore. The Latvians now are on the power play, trying to get something organized, get a few good scoring opportunities against the Americans. They too are trying to work around the periphery of the Americans, giving them that space, not being too aggressive on the power play, so on the power play, so penalty killing, excuse me. So far, Latvians showing good puck control, moving it around from one side of the ice to the other. And the Latvians have it back on the point. 29, Freibergs works it around to his teammates behind the U.S. net. Back out to the point again. Off onto the side. Behind the U.S. net. Darzins tries to work it in. Back to Darzins for Latvia. Moving it around out to the point again. Throwing it over, looking for the one-timer. Didn't quite get it. Thrown right back in again. Oh! Darzin almost had himself a golden opportunity with that puck bouncing off the backboards. The Americans finally get the puck, throw it down the ice. The Latvians trying to do a quick turnaround with Freibergs. Freiberg says no, he's going to go off, take a break right now. Both teams get fresh legs on the ice, see if they can't get anything new going on this power play opportunity for Latvia. 28 seconds left in the power play for Latvia. As we see there, there's some advice coming in from the Latvian fans as well, straight from the stands. They're saying, move that puck around. That's what you have to do when you're on a power play situation. Move it around from one side of the ice to the other. Force the other team, especially the other team's goalie, to move across the mouth of the goal. That's what opens up the spaces, and you one-time it right into the net. Easy to say, not so easy to do. I realize that. Latvia coming up for the last attack. Not a few seconds left in their power play, but they get turned back by the Americans. And power play is over, but teams are back at full strength, 5-on-5. Puck in the U.S. zone. Latvians trying to work it around a bit more to get one more scoring opportunity. Puck's bouncing around behind the net. Back to the Latvian point. Here comes the wrist shot in. Bounces off out of the Chekamols, number 91. And Kuchas, number 81, were out there trying to keep that pressure on the Americans. The Latvian forwards are showing some very good speed in this first period. I'm very surprised. Of course, with the larger ice surface, this does bring out the abilities of lighter, faster players. Latvians get a slap shot in from the point. Off the boards behind the net. Latvians still keeping pressure on the Americans, trying to slip it out. The puck does come out in front of the net. Bishop falls on it, stops it, stops the play. As well, what happens is, I think the USA should have to, they should be rethinking about how their approach to this game here. Obviously, they're getting pushed back onto their heels by players such as Chekamols, number 91, as you see right there, and Yas, number 17, for the Latvian team. It almost seems as if the United States kind of remained in the dressing room so far in this first period. As I was saying, you can ill afford that. In this tournament, you have to come with your A game right away. Ted Nolan, he senses that as well. There you're looking at him, he's the head coach for Latvia. Obviously with loads of NHL experience. And we're getting back to the play now. We had a bit of a cleanup on the ice surface. There's a bit of some of the ice patches weren't up to snuff, so they came out, did some work on it right away, and we're back at the face-off right to the right of Bishop, the U.S. goalie in their zone. Latvia wins the face-off. Not a clean win. Bit high sticking right there. The stick was up too high from number 21 from the U.S. side, Drew LeBlanc. He's been doing his work so far, getting some assists, getting points against Austria. Puck comes right back into the U.S. zone. Face off to the right of Bishop, the U.S. goalie. Do it all over again. This time the U.S. gets the puck right behind their net, working it off the boards, out of the zone, all the way down the ice. Icing is waved off. Latvians able to come out again, getting it down right to the American blue line. The Americans now coming out, dumping it in, getting over the... Oh, they thought they got over the mid-ice area, but not quite. Didn't get quite over the center line. Jacob Truba from the Winnipeg Jets. And that's icing. They're bringing it all the way back. There we see some real good fan support for Latvia. It's off to the left of Bishop, the U.S. goalie this time. Latvia gets the face-off. And as you know, if you know from years past, I'm the face-off guy. I put huge importance on face-offs. And if players such as Chipulus, 47 as we're looking at from Latvia, if Latvia keeps on winning all of these face-offs in the U.S. zone, sooner or later they're going to get an excellent scoring opportunity. USA tied up in the mid-ice area. They're able to dump it down into the Latvian zone. It's time for the U.S. picks up their game, try and get some pressure on the Latvians. Latvians respond quite well, getting the puck out into their zone, into the mid-ice area, dumping it down into the U.S. Latvian player number Martins Chipulus tries to get some pressure on, but they break it up. Back to Chipulus. He takes a shot. Goes off the back of the net, stoppage of play. There's Joe Sacco, head coach of the U.S. team. I think maybe he's just giving his players a bit of a chance to work things out on their own. As long as they don't take 2 or 3 goals in this first period. U.S. wins the face-off. Bring it out into the mid-ice area. Latvia responds, but the puck seems to get hit. And we get a turnaround in the mid-ice area again. Latvia breaking up the U.S. play. Offside against the U.S. The Latvian blue line. Number 20, Ryan Carter, turning around, almost saying to Matt Carl, sorry about putting the team offside. You know, it's tough as well with these teams where they have so many players in the NHL. These teams such as USA, Canada, Sweden, Russia, these players come together and they have very little time to gel between one another. So sometimes those mechanisms take a few games to get worked out. But again, like I was saying, these other teams are coming, ready to go. These players don't have much time to get used to one another. Here comes the Latvian team once again, throwing it deep down into the U.S. zone, bringing a lot of pressure and speed on the American players. Here's the Americans. Oh! 2 Latvian players ran into one another. A big scramble in front of the Latvian net. They're able to turn it away, get the puck out over the blue line. Americans dump it right back in after the Latvians. 5.5 minutes left in the first period. Still 0-0 between USA and Latvia. Both teams going for changes on the fly. USA is quite content to let the Latvians stay behind their net, giving them that space and that time. USA trying to come out of their zone. But number 7 from Malazans, number 37-17, is doing an excellent job bottling up the Americans all by himself in their own zone. Americans now trying to get some penetration down in. Here's a good shooting opportunity. Oh, just rolled it wide. Number 21, Drew LeBanc, just about had a goal for himself. Oh, breakaway for Latvia. Breakaway for Latvia. Oh, Bishop comes up big between the pipes for the USA. Robbing Latvia on a breakaway. Just over the 4-minute mark left in the first period. That was the best scoring opportunity so far for the Latvians. Excellent long stretch pass from the Latvian D-man to create that opportunity. Latvians take their time coming out of their own zone. Looking again for a long stretch pass, but this time it goes all the way down the ice, and it is a icing ball. There we go. Number 10 had a good opportunity for Latvia. Lauris Darazins. There we see the American opportunity. Just goes by. Look at the right side of the screen. Oh, so close and yet so far. Americans win the face-off in the Latvian zone. Wrist shot down onto the Latvian net. It ends up in the corner. Americans have possession, trying to ring it around, but to no avail. Latvians looking a bit scrambly in this last few seconds. American Jeff Petrie, number 2, taking his time, bringing the puck up over the mid-ice area. Puck comes right back out into the mid-ice area again from the Latvians. The Americans, Petrie has the puck, puts it over to his partner. There you see number 30, Bishop, U.S. goalie, absolutely outstanding, denying. Number 10, Lauris Darzin from Latvia on his breakaway just a few minutes ago. There's the Latvians picking up a loose puck in the mid-ice zone. Throwing it on the net, goes around to the other side. Latvians again trying to keep some pressure on the Americans, but it bounces out into the mid-ice area. Marazas trying to work that puck around. Bishop holds the puck. And the puck ends up way down into the Latvian area, icing into the Americans. There you see number 25, Matt Carl. Joe Sacco trying to look a little bit more concerned. Number 25, Andrew Zarin for the Latvian side. He's out on the ice. And the face-off is to the left of Bishop, the U.S. goalie. Shot from the D area. Doesn't get through. Number 11 for the Americans is down on the ice. He took that off Stephen Jonta. He took that off his, he plays for the New Jersey Devils, as you can see. He took that off his ankle. And that stings for a while. Face off in the U.S. zone to the left of Bishop. Latvian centerman is waved out of the face-off area. Americans win it, move it around out into the mid-ice zone. And we're coming up to the last 2 minutes in the first period, still 0-0 between Latvia and USLA. Here's Latvia trying to force a situation with number 60, Stiles, George Stiles coming in. 71 as well. Cedar Pokes trying to get something going in the American zone. Americans are able to wither the storm. 1:40 left in the period. Americans were looking for that long stretch pass right down at the Latvian blue line, but no avail. Here comes the Latvians. Here's a good, almost a good shooting opportunity, but the puck rolled off to his stick. Here's another one. Number 5, Spurks. Yanis Spruce. Spurks had a good opportunity right in front of Bishop. puck still being worked around the periphery of the zone. The Americans finally come up with the puck, just dump it down the ice. No icing being called. Latvians so far have had an excellent first period. Here's the Americans. It could be a turnover. Latvians seem to be able to respond. Here's, puck comes up. Came out over the blue line, and it looks like there was going to be a penalty call right here in the last few seconds, probably against the Americans. Paul Statson hooking. He's the defenseman. That puck, let's watch right here. There was a good opportunity for number 5, Spruks, Janis Spruks, to jump out. Here's what we see in this last opportunity. Bishop getting his big pad out there to deny the Latvians an opportunity. But it's now, the last few seconds, it is a power play situation for Latvia. The Americans win the face-off, throw the puck right down onto the Latvian goalie. 150 left in the power play. Obviously, the Latvians will be working on having the power play for the first minute and some seconds in the second period. Here come the Latvians trying to get something organized for their power play, dumping it deep down into the U.S. zone, working it around the periphery again. Getting a bit more speed on the puck this time in their second power play so far in this first period. Moving the puck around to the other side of the ice. Trying to get a shot right through all the legs onto Bishop, but to no avail. The puck bounces off the boards, out of the zone. And that's it for the first period. The Latvians will have a power play for a minute and a few seconds to start off the second period. There we see Bishop, the U.S. goalie, coming off the ice. And we had a good look at Masalskis, the goalie for Latvia. Ted Nolan seems to be fairly satisfied with the results for the first period. Both teams are going off into the dressing rooms. We're going to take a break. We'll be back in just over 10 minutes' time. Hi, welcome back. We're watching the Latvian team coming back onto the ice here at the Hartwell Arena in Helsinki, Finland. I think Ted Nolan, the head coach of Latvia, couldn't be anything but pleased with how his team took that first period, showing lots of energy, taking the play to the Americans. Instead, Joe Sacco, head coach of the USA, probably had a few words for his team, who seemed to have stayed in the dressing room a little bit. Edgars Masalskis between the pipes still for Latvia, and for the USA, Benny Bishop, number 30. He robbed the Latvians. He robbed the Latvians of a breakaway, keeping it at a 0-0 game. The Latvians, as I say, will have a power play for just over a minute. Statsny is in the penalty box. The captain. We'll see if the Latvians come out, really trying to get the pressure on the Americans right away to take advantage of this power play opportunity. So far, very few penalties in this game. Here we go. Americans win the opening face-off and just dump the puck right down into the Latvian zone. The Latvians pick it up, trying to get something organized quick. 1 minute left in the power play for the Latvian side. Number 10, Lauris Garzin's taking the puck in. Out to the point. Oh, big deflection right in front of Billy Bishop, but it goes off into the corner. Latvians keeping possession of the puck. Number 5, Spruks working it out to the point. Point throwing it in, looking for a deflection. Still the Latvians are able to keep the puck in the American zone. Dragging it along the boards. Number 47, Chipoulos Finally, it pops out into the mid-ice area, and this is opportunity for the Americans trying to get a shot onto the Latvian net, but it's bounced off an ankle out the mid-ice area. The Latvians have just about 5 seconds left on their power play. There comes the opportunity, and there's the goal! First goal for the Latvians. Kulda! Just as the penalty was expiring, number 32, Kulda, Arturs Kulda, plays for the Winnipeg Jets. Gets the first goal for Latvia. It's 1-0 Latvia over the USA. Let's see how it develops again. This is just as the penalty was ended. Watch number 32 right in the middle of the screen. Gets the puck, snaps it right up over Billy Bishop's right shoulder. Watch out in front of the American net. There's the feed pass. Right up over the shoulder, up the numbers, up the sevens. 1-0 Latvia. Latvia did take advantage of that opportunity at the beginning of the second period. Now it's the Americans who are going to have to step up their play. The Latvians are coming right after the Americans, taking the puck off the American defenseman in their own zone. Latvians are bringing a lot of energy to the second period. Oh, just about another second opportunity for the Latvians. Number 2, Savios, Agris Silvios, takes the puck behind the Latvian net. They're working it out into the mid-ice area against the Americans. The Americans still seem to be a bit lackluster. Don't know what it is. Maybe the mechanisms of how the various lines should be working still aren't coming together. We'll see if they get it together in these next few minutes. Big scramble in front of the Latvian net. Goal! America comes right back with a goal. Could be Stapleton who got that goal. And it is Tim Stapleton. Plays in Minsk. Dynamo Minsk. Let's see how it develops right here. Watching from the net, bit of a scramble. There's the puck, comes out to Stapleton. He gets a second whack at it, into the net. There's the second opportunity. Gets it in. It's right back that quick. It's 1-1 now. Bruce Springsteen's born in the USA, played after every American goal at this tournament. That's the first time we heard it tonight. Maybe that goal turns things around for the USA. They get into their rhythm. We come back to Latvians. Snapshot on Billy Bishop. Americans looking for a big tip in. Americans keep the puck back to number 4. McBain, D-man, working into the center ice area. Latvians breaking it up. McBain again getting it over to his D-man partner. And it's a delayed penalty call against the Latvians. The Americans have pulled their goalie out. It's the 6th, the Americans have the 6th attacker on. Slashing call against the Latvians, who will be the Americans who have their power play. Number 60, Juris Stals, gets a 2-minute penalty for slashing. Right there. Pulling down. Number 21, Drew Labanc. Ted Nolan taking everything in his stride so far. Got the face-off in the Latvian zone. To the right of their goalie, Masalskis, Edgars Masalskis. It's a 5-on-4 power play with the USA starting now. Here comes the big wind-up shot. No, it's fake. Here's the wrister. Wide. Latvians get the puck out in the mid-ice area. Oh, and just about a big turnover. in front of Ben Bishop, the goalie for the USA. Americans getting tied up in the mid-ice zone. Latvians doing very well so far, burning off second after second of the power play for the Americans. Americans having a bit of trouble getting that good puck possession. Latvians being very aggressive in their own zone on the Americans. The Americans finding strength to move around from the point. Over there. Here comes the slap shot from the point. Coming in. Oh, it's swept away into the point. Statsny, 26, gets it out to number 8, Jacob Trubak. They're having a look in there. They're whacking away at it. Goal! USA! 2-1 USA! Say it's Moss. Number 18, David Moss, gets himself a goal. Let's see, there's number 18, Moss, right in front of the net. Taking it in, getting one, couple whacks at it. Let's see about the time. Gets the puck. Gets the turnaround once, twice. That's all you need. Moss has it in. It's in. 2-1 USA. That's how fast this game's turned around. We're only at 15 minutes and 30 seconds, 30-some seconds left in the second period. Here comes Latvia. Comes down on Ben Bishop. Back out to his wing. Latvia is able to make the turnover. Come right back at the Americans. Ben Bishop has the puck, he just falls on it. Oh! Ben Bishop had some contact with the Latvian player coming in. Number 21. See what happened right there? There at the last second. Ben's put his up down. And it's the American defenseman taking. Number 21 from Latvia, Berzins, Alamanda Berzins, into Ben Bishop. Face-off is gone already. Quick shot right on to Ben Bishop. He covers up again. We'll do it all over again. Darson's out there for Latvia. He's having excellent game so far. Puck comes back to the Latvian defense. Quick snapshot on from a sharp angle. Goes off into the opposite corner. Penalty against the USA, slashing. Sprooks, number 5, took a big slash right on the wrist. From McBain, number 4. James McBain, he gets his 2-minute slashing call. Watch number 4 from the States, comes in right there, right on the wrist. That stings, obviously. Stings more is that we're going to have a power play situation for Latvia. Offside, delayed offside call. Americans just throw it all the way down the ice. 1:45 left in the Latvian power play. Americans break it up easily and they send it right back down into their Latvian end. The Latvians keep possession in the American zone, working the puck around, trying to open up some space. No. There's another penalty call being called. It was very quiet in the first period. Now some cross-checking. It's number 5, Janis Sprooks. Interference, excuse me. He gets 2 minutes for interference. there. It's the American player. Oh, there's a little love touch. But Nicholas received. Now it's 4-on-4. Oh, he doesn't know where the puck is. Just dribbled into the crease area. So this is a 4-on-4 situation. This opens up even more space for the big speedsters. The wingers usually love this type of situation. They really can get the speed up. Pujas, number 81 for Latvia, is out there, along with number 70, Indrasis. And the referee still isn't satisfied about how to. There's probably a situation about the time on the clock. Probably gonna have to put some seconds back onto the clock. Probably let it keep on running for too long. So now they're gonna decide how many seconds have to put back on. Here's that last opportunity. There's the puck dribbling across the crease. They can't find it. Where is it? Where is it? Do you see it? I don't see it. Look at that. Okay, now hold on here. What the situation could be is that the Americans want to see a video replay. The challenge is called, and maybe they're saying that the puck actually made it in, bouncing off the inside of the left post of Edgars Marsalskis. Marsalskis, goalie for Latvia. So they're going to have a look at it again. Joe Sacco, the coach, wants to see. Now have a look off to the left. Left? No, I don't think it went in. I didn't see the puck going over the line. Anyway, we're waiting to see what the decision is. The referee is saying getting back to play. I don't think there's going to be any goal awarded, and it isn't. It's still 4-on-4 now. Now the referee's picking up something's off the ice surface, and now we're back to play. 4-on-4. Latvia winning the face-off. Keeping possession of the puck in the American zone. And number 21, LeBlanc, Drew LeBlanc, working hard in his own corner for that puck possession. Ben Bishop, the goalie, has the puck right now. Here come the Americans. Let's see if they can take advantage of this more ice space. Americans working the puck around. Another about 10 seconds, 11 seconds actually. LeBlanc having a good shift out there on the 4-on-4 situation. Face-off will be in the Latvian zone. Here again, the face-off is extremely important. The Americans can get a good clean face-off. They get an excellent shot, shooting opportunity. Here come the Latvians. They have their opportunity now. They do get the puck out into the mid-ice area, throwing it deep down into the American zone, and it's a power play for USA for the next 40 seconds. 5-on-4. Possession of the puck in the Latvian zone, working around the perimeter of the ice surface. Nice cross rink. McBain trying to take a slap shot from the point. Stanton has it. puck is deflected up into the crowd. Moss out there, number 18 for the Americans. They get the face off. Keeping puck possession in the Latvian zone, trying to work it around. Trying to add to that 2-1 lead that they have on the Latvian. Here's the one-timer shot, blocked. Keeping possession in the Latvian zone. Americans doing a better job now on this situation. Team's back at full strength. Americans working along the perimeter, doing the windmill, playing off one player to another. Here comes the shot, dribbles by the Latvian goal. A lot of hard work along the boards. Oh, here's the drag shot from Stastny. Isn't able to get a really good scoring opportunity. Finally, Latvians come up the puck, but they turn it over again. Slap shot. Latvian players down. Pujaks, number 81. Looks like he caught that puck probably up around in the face area from the slap shot from Butler from the point. Seems to be okay. Up in the ear. Right here. Watch how it bounces up. Yeah, came off his ear. There you see it. Shots off. Getting checked out. Both of these stadiums, Helsinki and Stockholm, have stadium clinics with doctors ready for the players. At any time, Scoops number 5 is waved out of the face-off zone for Latvia. Face-off goes to the Latvians. Americans pick up the puck, get back to work, moving it around out to the point area. The Americans have definitely picked up their game in the last couple of minutes as compared to the first period. It's icing call against Latvia right now. The puck comes all the way back down the ice into the Latvian zone. There we have our musical crew at the stadium right now. American defensemen cannot keep the puck in his own zone, so they have to retreat back into the mid-ice area, get organized again. Stastny coming in, trying to work into the corner area. Latvia finally getting the puck together. Offside, Latvia, the USB blue line. The pace is differently picked up in these last 3 minutes. There's a big check. There's saying, hi, how you doing? And the Americans bring the puck out over the mid-ice area, dumping it right down to the Latvian zone, trying to keep more pressure on the Latvian squad. Nice move, bring the puck right down on Ben Bishop, the U.S. goalie, directs it off into the corner. One-on-one situation, Latvia against the USA, the puck goes off, the shot goes off the stick, up into the crowd. There we have to look at number 59, Bridgerton, playing the U.S. And Latvia wins the face-off in the U.S. zone. trying to work it out from behind the net. There's a little bit more space for the Latvians, trying to get that quick central pass from the forward. Americans have none of that. Bring it right back down into the U.S. zone. David Moss out there, number 18, working it out in front of the Latvian net, but to no avail. And that wrist shot from number 34, Butler, from the American point, makes its way all the way down to Edgars Basalskis. Basalskis doing a good job in the fight for Latvia so far. Oh, here's a good opportunity for Latvia. Excellent opportunity. Oh, and the Americans are able to get back and break it up. Jeff Petrie has the puck, feeding it up into this mid-ice area. Here come the Americans with some good speed. Christo takes exception to how he was treated at the Latvian blue line, but it was an offside call. Chris is saying that skip got up a little bit too high. As this tournament winds on, game after game, a lot of these teams have back-to-back games. It just comes down to how much gas do these teams have in the tank? How long can they go? What shape are the players in? It's a marathon with a number of sprints in between, as they say about these tournaments. Americans keep the pressure on the Latvians, deep down their own zone, right behind the net. 44, Nate Thompson, doing his best out there to keep that puck, throwing it back right down onto the Latvian net. Thompson again going after that puck, picked up by the Latvians, throw just down over the American blue line. And once again, the Americans trying to get the Latvians to cough up the puck. Here's a good opportunity for the Latvian player coming down. It's a penalty. It's a penalty against the USA. Looks like a holding penalty. Use number 15, Kennins, for Latvia, who's splitting the defense. There he is. Kennins, 15, who's splitting the defense, forcing the Americans to take a penalty. 27 fault. Watch as he's going right up there. He puts a good nifty move right on Fault. Fault comes back, grabs that left arm of Kennins, number 15, and that's a penalty. Joe Sacco, head coach of USA, looking on. Fault in the penalty box for 2 minutes. Latvia here, players are discussing this. They know that this is a good opportunity for them to get themselves back even in this game. Well, it's the second period. We're just a bit over the halfway point in the game. And of course, this is a big crunch moment for the Latvians. If they can take advantage of this power play. There's Falk. He gets beat first by Kenyon, by the Latvian player, and then coming back, he grabs and he does a bit of clutch and grab, and he pays for it. And so we have the Latvians on their power play, getting organized coming out of their own zone. Keeping possession in the ice. Around, different set up, that's the way to do it. There comes the shot right down in. Latvia's big scramble from Ben Bishop, the U.S. goal, number 30. but to no avail. Latvians had their captain out there, Lars Darzen. And we look at it again here. It's coming, shot from the point. Bit of a scramble. Bishop gets out there, gets his body in front of the puck. Latvians keep the puck in the American zone, trying desperately to keep that pressure on the Americans. Work it around behind the net, one side to the other. Just over a minute left in their power play. They're not in much of a rush. Could be a good idea. Work it around, try and get those 2 or 3 good shooting opportunities. Here comes the puck down on the American net. It's turned away into the corner. Oh, good opportunity for number 47 from Latvia, Chipulis. He was denied by Bishop. Ben Bishop came out, denied him. There's that puck coming in, and once again, a bit of a scramble in front of the American net, but they come up with the puck and have it right down, all the way down to the ice, to the other end of the ice, where Edgars Masalkis, the Latvian goalie, stops it, gets things organized to come right back at the Americans for one more attack. Americans seem to handle it very well. Bit tied up in their own zone. Power play is now over. Into full swing. Here's the shot coming in from the Latvian point. Goes wide. Americans come up with the puck. Big hit right at the mid-ice area. Latvians break up the American pressure. Try and work it. There's another hit at the mid-ice area. Ben Bishop out of his net. Penalty is being called. Penalty against Latvia. Calling interference on number 91. Jekimovs. Robert Jekimovs gets a penalty for interference on Ben Bishop. There's the goalie right there. Nolan does not agree at all. Here we see the exchange of some hits. Here's this last opportunity. Came in. Oh! Bishop came over, just getting his glove and arm out to block that. Excellent save from Bishop. It's a 5-on-4 situation for the USA power play. We just finished a power play from Latvia, and now the Americans are going to have their go at it. A penalty being called. It's a high stick, probably against the Americans. Number 42 from the Latvian side. Took a high sticks, Pavlovs. And Moss, number 18, gets himself 2 minutes in the box. Watch again how the stick came up. Oh, that was pretty good. That is, can't argue with that position. They're checking to see if he drew blood, if they're going to give him something. Yes, it is. 2 plus 2. The Americans get 4 minutes. It's a penalty. Joe Sacco is saying, oh, ho, ho. What's going on here? It's a 4-on-4 situation for over a minute 40. Americans in possession of the puck. Going into the Latvian zone. Big slap shot. The puck's over the glass. He's going to stop the play as we have a good look at number 15, Smith. Ted Nolan, the Latvian head coach, having a look at the Jumbotron. 4-on-4 situation now for another minute 20. gets themselves organized in their own zone, trying to take advantage of the situation of having more ice space open for their speedy wingers. They're with the puck behind the American net. Right, here's the point shot. Wrist shot, speared by Ben Bishop into the corner. Here come the Americans looking to get a 2-on-2 situation. That puck dribbled through to the Latvian goalkeeper who turned it away into the corner. No penalty call on that situation. So Latvia comes out of its zone right now. Last 10 seconds on 4-on-4 situation. Latvia is on a power play for over 2 minutes and 10 seconds now because of that high sticking and cutting the player from Moss. So for another 2 minutes, Latvia is on a power play. Here we see the captain, number 10 of Latvia, Lauris Darazins, doing his best to keep the puck into the zone. 5-on-4. Latvia's favor. Work the puck around. Here comes the big slap shot. Ben Bishop has it. Stoppage play. Archer's cool that. He has a goal tonight. Big face-off here. Half and half. Half won by the Americans, half won by the Latvians. They're working that puck. The referees are being very stingy about handing out face-off whistles. They're saying to the players, work it out yourselves with that puck on the boards. The Latvians come out with it. Ooh, nice shot. That beautiful screen set up in front of Ben Bishop, the American goalie. Back, moving it back down into the corner. Americans being more aggressive on their penalty killing right now. Not able to get it out. Still throwing it deep into the American zone. The Americans now are able to get it out all the way down the ice. Both teams go for changes on the fly. Latvia would dearly love to get a goal. As this situation put themselves even. Quick centering pass, no avail. But the puck comes out into the mid-ice area. And that should be just about enough to work off all this penalty situation. In fact, yes, it's the last minute of play in the second period. 2-1 USA over Latvia. Teams are at full strength. Lost the puck there, the Latvian defense, they finally find it, but they're being pushed right back into their own zone by the Americans. Some good open ice play, nice long passes from the Latvians. Doing a very good job. Americans looking for a long stretch pass, but too far. It's icing against the US of A. With 27 seconds left. Smith with 15 who is looking to get on to that. Receive that long second pass. Here we have the face-off in the American zone. 20 seconds left in the second period. 2-1 USA. No icing this way. Latvian goalie pulls the puck around the boards, but it bounces back in right behind. This is a dangerous situation for Latvia. These dying seconds of this period, but they seem to have been able to work it off. And that's it. Second period ends 2-1 for the USA. Both teams are off to their respective dressing rooms to have a chat, have a drink of water. You guys go and get yourself a sandwich. We'll see you back here in about 10 minutes time. Bye-bye. Hi, welcome back to the start of the third period. We're watching the USA coming back onto the ice, followed by the Latvians. 2-1 for the USA after that second period. It started opening up quite a bit after a very close first period. Joe Sacco has probably told his players in the dressing room, go out there, get one more goal, get that cushion. Ted Nolan telling his Latvian team that we're still in it. We're only down by one goal. You've seen how quick things can be turned around. In fact, there's an exchange of goals within just about 1 or 2 minutes. Edgars Marsalskis is doing a very good job between the pipes, just as is Ben Bishop, number 30 for the USA. Ben getting some last second stretching. And Moss getting himself a goal and some penalty time as well. We're coming up onto the opening face-off of the third period between USA and Latvia. USA is up 2-1. And the Latvians get that opening face-off. Trying for a long stretch pass right away. Trying to catch the Americans. With the mind still in the dressing room. Americans looking a bit more up to it, as in the first period they were a bit slow, the Americans, to get into the game, but little by little they've been taking control of the entire situation. The Latvians can't let this happen, especially since it's just a one-goal game. There's Statsny right from the corner, pulling Statsny now, pulls that puck out into the mid-ice area. Americans keeping control of the puck, getting a different line onto the ice. While they send number 6, Eric Johnson, who netted himself a couple of goals against Austria, to get that puck deep into the Latvian zone. There's Johnson again with the puck. He just dumps it all the way back down into the opposite corner. Waiting for his teammate, Stefan Jonka, number 11, to pick it up. Back to Johnson again, right from the point, but he can't keep it in. Puck bounces out into the mid-ice area, where Nate Thompson comes back, picks it up. They bring it right back up against into the Latvian zone. The Latvians, number 50, Christos, trying to train it down to get something happening for his team. They're grinding it out along the boards. Puck finally comes out to the mid-ice area. Now we have Jacob Truba bring the puck up, dumping it down into the Latvian zone. Latvian goalie covers up, but puts it back into the corner, keeping the play going. The USA, as I said, all of their defensemen are NHL quality players, very solid. Latvians coming up into the mid-ice area, get broken up. But the Americans, number 4, Jamie McBain, carrying the puck out into the mid-ice area. Once again, dump it right down to the Latvian zone. come the Latvians. Once more. Americans keeping good possession of the puck. Taking their time to set up their plays. Being used in the situation is dumping it in. Latvians moving it out, throwing it right down into the American zone. No icing on the ball. Americans number 27, Justin Forrell. Picking up a hit of steam, gets the puck down to the Latvian zone, but they turn around quite well. Here's a breakaway for Latvia. Breakaway for Latvia. Oh! Ben Bishop robbed Chipulis. Martins Chipulis. That's the second breakaway that Ben Bishop has come up money. Watch out. There it is. There's Chipulis comes along. Tries to go up over Ben Bishop's left shoulder. Glove hand out there. He's got it. Ben says, that's mine. Excellent, excellent save. That's why Ben Bishop is between the pipes for the USA. Chipulis is getting a lot of ice time for Latvia. He's out there right now trying to get some pressure onto the Americans. Americans regroup in their own zone. Long stretch pass out to the mid-ice area. Craig Smith picks it up, dumps it right back down into his own end, into the Latvian end. Americans working it out. Here's a good opportunity for the Americans. Shot high and wide. Americans starting to develop some of that suffocating pressure that they can have on these teams. Shot for the point, deflection out in the middle of the Latvian zone. The Latvians come up with it with number 15, Kennins. Latvians take their time not to get too rattled. That's number 32 that you saw right there. Archer's cool that. Roberts and Jikimons trying to get something going in the American zone, but he can't. Americans come right back at him with Stefan Jonta having it around to the other side. No icing. Icing waved off. There's McBain behind the American net, getting it out to his teammate. Number 11, John Dunn. There we see Ted Nolan looking on, trying to get Ted is obviously trying to get a combination, correct combination of his lines. Try and get something going for his Latvian side. Americans have the puck behind the Latvian net. Here's a good opportunity. Just can't quite squeeze it. That puck rips around the boards. McBain is able to keep it in. Excuse me, Jeff Petrie. Number 2, the American D-man. This time he can. Gets into a foot race with the Latvian player, number 25, Dayersons. And here comes Tim Stapleton. He has himself a goal already tonight. And we get a stoppage of play down in the Latvian zone. Stapleton, he actually plays for Dynamo Minsk this season. We'll have a look at some highlights so far. As I was saying before, that's his goal. then we're coming up to resumption of play. We're having a look at the captain for Latvia, Loris Darzins, number 10. It's broken up. The American play's broken up the center ice area. Waiting a bit too long. Latvian player. Ben Bishop again is out of his net. He likes to come out of his net quite a bit so far tonight. Actually, he drew a penalty against the Latvian player the other time, so maybe it's a new strategy from Joe Sacco. Anyway, the Americans are deep down into the Latvian zone, pulling the puck around, trying to work it out, getting a good scoring opportunity. Here's some more space. Number 15 to the US side, Craig Smith. Back to Smith, Craig Smith. Intercepted by number 5 from the Latvian side, Brooks, Janice Brooks. And both sides decide to change lines. Here comes Latvia again. There's a good scoring opportunity from number 15 for the Latvian side. Pennins, he had a good head of steam coming in, hitting the American blue line. There's Jenkins, able to keep it in. Johnson, excuse me, number 6, Eric Johnson for the American side on the point. He was able to keep it in, the Latvians under pressure. The Latvians now have possession of the puck, working out of their own zone. Here comes number 91 from the Latvian side, Robert Jikimovs, trying to get something going, bringing a bit pressure onto the American D-men, but who seem to be able to handle it quite readily. Puck jumps up into the crowd. We're going to stop the play. Thompson puts the score out there for Nate Johnson, 44 for the Americans, Jab, 17 for the Latvian side. Bishop standing up, you just realize how tall this fellow is. In fact, he's 6'7", he's 2 meters tall, Ben Bishop. That takes up a lot of space in the net. And we get a wrist shot down onto the goalie of the Latvian side, Edgars Masalskis. Right there, he squeezes it, and we get a face-off with the Latvian side. Truba, number 8 for the Americans, coming off, Jacob Truba. Penalties and discipline are going to be very important in these last 10 minutes of the game. Trying to work out to Moss again in front of the net, but he isn't able to get any wood on it. Keep the pressure now on the Latvian side. We have a stoppage of play. And it's a penalty being called. No boy. Cedar Pops gets himself a 2 minutes. what was I just saying about being disciplined? And what do these players go, what does the Latvian side go and do? They take themselves a penalty. And this is where the Americans can just close the door on the Latvians. They get a goal right here. They get a 2-goal cushion. This could be the game right here. Latvians playing a disciplined box defense in front of their goal. Not being very aggressive on the Americans. Our Americans working it in right now. Decide now is not the time. They're going to work it around the first of the ice surface. Cross ice shot. Number 4. McBain. Slop shot goes off the boards behind the net. Johnson works it over to his companion. There's another shot, scrambling in front of the net. Goal! Goal from number 12, Bobby Butler. Gets himself the 3rd goal. And right there, Bobby Butler getting himself a goal. Takes it up 3-1 for the USA. Let's see how it develops. It comes in, gets one whack at it, the second one, and it's in. Second, it's in, 2-1. Flap shot coming in from the point, rebound, in. Simplest in the world, Bobby did it, got himself a goal. Now what were we just talking about? Discipline and penalties. Offside against Latvia. You'll see again, Stapleton taking his shot in from the point. Rebound coming out to Bobby Butler. I don't mind if I do. Back in the red zone, both teams trying to get fresh legs off the ice. Ben Bishop again out behind the net. Puts the puck out to Johnson. Runs it over the blue line. Throws it in front of the net. That's a ball avail. Americans dragging the puck along. Johnson has it in the corner. Drops it off to his companion. The puck buzzing out there, buzzing around the Latvian goal right now. Goal! Goal for the US of A! Slap shot right for the point. Hunwick. Matt Hunwick gets himself a goal. It's 4-1 for the USA. There it is, flop shot coming in right from the point, screen. Right up over the goalie. Look at the goalie, look at the goalie. He's looking around, he can't see. Screen. Bit of a deflection on the shot as well. Very difficult to stop that. 4-1, USA. Tempo of the game has changed. You see the ones that desire the Americans. Much more relaxed. Latvians coming in on Ben Bishop. Keeps it away. Americans find themselves right up in the middle of the ice surface. Now they get it down into the Latvian zone. Things get turned around. The puck is shot all the way down the ice. No icing. And here we have number 11, Jonta. Jonta from the Americans trying to do a coast to coast. Got pretty far. But now the Latvians turn it around. Americans skating with much more pep and verve as compared to the first period. They're working along the boards right now. Latvians throw it out in the mid-ice area. Number 2, Jeff Petrie for the Americans has it. He has it back to his companion. Long stretch pass. Good shot on to the Latvian net, turned away. Now the Americans seem to just be buzzing around in the Latvian zone. You have to wonder, maybe is it the Latvian side is running out of gas a little bit in these last few minutes. Here's Ben Bishop out of the net again. Back to the American point. Here comes the slap shot. Wide. Looks like a penalty. It's a delay penalty going against Latvia. So we're sitting at a 4-1 situation right now for the USA. The USA is breathing easy. There's a penalty that just came in right now against Latvia. It's been a long night for the Latvian squad. Had an excellent first period. There's a high sticky coming in on Smith. Yes, bring that stick up around the jaw area. Smith. He gets himself 2 minutes in the box. Power play situation for the USA. And the face-off is to the left of the Latvian goaltender, Edgars Masaulis. Here comes big number 25 for the Latvian side. Anders Zirin. Latvians keeping possession of the puck, working around now in the mid-ice area. And the power play goes on for the Americans, just over 1 minute 20 left in their power play. Ben Bishop coming out very far from his net. Smith with the puck. Up to the point. Snapshot coming in. Somebody lost a glove on the ice. Americans moving that puck around much faster now on their power play. Big scramble in front of the Latvian net. They get the puck down, they just have it right down the ice. Ben Bishop seems to be quite able to handle the puck. For the Americans, there's a good shot possibility. Here you get a stoppage in play. Edgars Masalskis stops it. Bobby Bishop coming in. Johnson giving him a nice good feed pass up there. Bishop coming in. He was looking for his second of the night. Not that time. Here comes the Latvian side. Johnson breaks it up pretty easily. Americans down in the Latvian zone on the power play. Just a few seconds left. Here comes the last shot from the point. And teams are at full strength right now. Number 70 from the Latvian side, Mix Indrasis, trying to get something going for his team. But the Americans just dumped the ice, puck down the ice. Seems like the icing has been waved off. Nate Thompson came in to try to steal the puck from the Latvian defender, but no such luck. Oh, this could be a good opportunity for the Americans. Opening up the ice surface. Americans muscle in there. Nate Thompson, number 44, just comes in, takes the puck away from the Latvians. The Latvians seem to be running out of steam a little bit in these last few minutes. With these big American players, it's tough when you're grinding it out along the boards throughout an entire game. Here's number 34. Big slap shots for the Americans. Oh, that could be a penalty coming up. No, I guess not. I thought there was possibly a penalty against Latvia for that hit on Jonta, but the referee obviously thought different. Americans still coming after Latvia, looking for that one last goal. And we get a stoppage of play. Danny Cristo having himself a great game. There's that last shot. And we're into the last minute of the third period. Icing call against Latvia. Puck all the way back down into their zone. Puck bounces out into the mid-ice area. The Americans keep possession. Moving it around very nicely. Danny Cristo works it around to his companions. Now they decide to bring it up into the Latvian zone. Last 30 seconds. Last couple shots on the Latvian side. Americans still trying to push it in there. Penalty being called in these last few seconds against Latvia. With Cristo being pushed into the net. It's number 60 from the Latvian side. Vyras Stāls. Watch to the right of your screen. Ooh, yeah. Look at that. I agree. Yeah, I would say that's a penalty. I don't think many people can argue with that. Face off goes to Latvia.
Latvia
Last 2 seconds. That's it. She's
over.
over. It's 4-1 for the American side. You see Ben Bishop, the goalie, Joe Sacco, the coach of the American side, head coach. Americans came out a bit slow in the first period, but little by little they took control of the game. Ted Nolan, the Latvian national team coach. So we're going to be coming up on getting the Player of the Game awards from the U.S. and from the Latvian side. So I would say I'm going to go out on the limb here and say for Latvia, Artur Skulda, number 32 for Latvia. And for the US of A, I'm going to say Tim Stapleton, number 19. Let's see if the other people agree with me.
USA 26, Latvia 20. Shots on goal in the entire game, Team USA 26, Latvia 20.
A bit lopsided as well as in for the shots. Team USA having just about double the number of shots on the net throughout the game as opposed to Latvia. So now let's see who the player of the game are from each side.
President of Latvian Ice Hockey Federation, Latvian jääkiekkoiliiton puheenjohtaja Kiros Litmans. Latvian best player of Team Latvia, numero 32, number 32, Artur Skulda.
What did I tell you?
USA prize for Team USA is presented by IIHF life member, IIHF kunniajäsen, Georgi Tomita. USA prize player,
and let's see for USA.
Numero 30, number 30, Ben Bishop.
Ben Bishop, the goalie, comes in at 2 meters, 1 centimeter tall.
Vuoden 2013 MM-kisat huomenna ottelulla kello 16 Saksa, Slovakia. The 2013 IIHF World Championship will continue tomorrow with the game Germany versus
Well, that's it for us tonight. USA winning 4-1 over Latvia. Have a good evening, and we'll see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.